Good morning. I'm so glad that's actually juiced. Har har. With all this abuse that I endure and have recorded over and over, the problem is getting someone to speak up with me. No matter what, people want to make suggestions of who I should go to, who I should call, what I should do. None of it is the right thing to do when someone is victimized, especially an at-risk adult. When you want to temporary band-aid it, this is a small town. Let's explain it like this. One of the ladies at the Starbucks at Safeway felt that one of her coworkers had a crush on her, and that's why he was talking nice to her, and that he was stalking her because she seen him once outside of the store. That's stupid. By the way, I can actually play his voice for you, because he spoke with me today while I was recording. Now, I would like to start off by saying there is no subject too taboo for the people who work there. Not the Safeway in general. See, the Safeway staff have a very direct line of services. You can kind of sort of find a few minutes to fuck around at the customer service desk and talk some trash if you want. But the Starbucks kiosk is like pretty much the one place where you can just stop and mainstay with the same group of people and just continue a conversation you had yesterday. And some of those topics become very taboo. Things that you don't talk about in store. For certainly as someone who's working there. Now, understandably, customers are going to come in talking about all sorts of stuff. Now, the women at the Starbucks, a few of them have talked a bit more about their sex lives or lack thereof than I wanted to hear. Some of them have very, very different religious beliefs than I do, and I don't feel that's appropriate. And I don't think that any of the stuff that I have to talk about is appropriate for most environments. How appropriate is it for me to have to try to turn in a sexual assault committed against me in a prison in Lincoln, Nebraska? How appropriate is it for me to have to try to turn that in over the phone from a Fred Meyer's Starbucks? That's not appropriate. It's just not appropriate. Well, that thing's cute. Without knowing which subject precisely is inappropriate, or without knowing specifically which person I had said something inappropriate in front of, I don't understand how any of it's inappropriate. How am I supposed to know what it is I'm supposed to not say, or who it is that's offended by it? So, what subject is too taboo? is a good question. Since we don't know the specifics, we don't know which subject is too taboo. Someone calling himself Swamp Army typed, "Hello, what you doing?" I am speaking out about abuse and trying to get help turning it in. Same thing I've been trying to do since 2016. Unfortunately, people utilize YouTube and Facebook for entertainment purposes to replace any real connections or real interpersonal relationships. We've got people who live online. I don't have any real interpersonal relationships. It's not from lack of trying, it's from lack of give a shit. Most people just plain and simply don't give a shit. They don't want your baggage. Well, when you've got ongoing abuse that you have to deal with and people don't care, that's their problem, right? Isn't that people say, oh, you shouldn't care what they think? No, I do have to care what they think. I absolutely do. Because if someone is uncomfortable with me speaking out about abuse, especially abuse that I had to endure, well, that's not useful to anyone. That's counterproductive, and that makes it worse for not only men, it makes it worse for literally all women. When a man literally is not allowed to be honest about anything without a woman being offended and pretending like you're a bad person who's doing bad stuff, well, holy shit. Now, what are the things that I talk about that might be offensive to somebody? Well, when you're talking about a guy that you work with that you think has a crush on you, and you happen to see him once outside of work in a small town, that's not stalking. That's something that's just going to happen. You're going to see some of your coworkers in town. Now then, you take a look at me being stalked. You can see recorded the entire history with James Murphy, going all the way back to Hood River. You can go through my channel and you can hear James Murphy screaming the N-word out the window at me repeatedly. It's recorded on my channel. And then we talk about stalkers. Like when you're absent-mindedly in a town like this talking about how somebody's a stalker, and you go off for 3 days about your stalker, and you're not talking about any actual stalker behaviors. All right, Swamp Army, I'm not going to answer any of your questions. I know that you are feeling lonely and you want some interaction. That's what a lot of people get on here for. They're lonely, they're bored. They want some attention. It's negative attention. And I'm not calling you a bad person for that. Not trying to insinuate that you're an evil person or anything like that. No. You typed, are you 53? No, I'm not. I'm 43. Swamp Army typed, I don't need attention. Well, that's good. I hope I was wrong about that. You might be the only person that's watching. In fact, I'm just seeing what's won. One of the things that is very frequent and common here, suicide, fentanyl overdoses. I show people the reality of the life that I am forced to live. I don't do fentanyl. I don't do any of them drugs. But I'm forced to go to places that cater to drug addicts. Swamp Army, I meant on Well, Swamp Army, I'm sorry this isn't a good entertaining channel. I'm sorry it's not a really cool cartoon. I do like cartoons myself. I'm not going to talk about the Bible. No matter how good a book it is, I haven't met a single good goddamn Christian my entire life. So we're not going to talk about that book. There's a lot of crimes that have been committed against me. A whole bunch. The majority of my predators are Christians, or claim to be, because it's how they manipulate people. On the bright side, there's also a lot of addicts who have admitted to me that that's exactly how they used it in the past, but now they're different. A lot of them like to say, and some of them will admit straight up if that's what it takes to to get a meal or to get some drugs. Yeah, they'll play like they believe in the Jesus. They'll play Christian. Now this situation here, the video's title is because of a situation that happened today. This is kind of an ongoing thing though, because of ongoing abuse everywhere that I go over the death of Natalie Bollinger. And everybody wants to downplay that. I don't have any hatred for any of these people. It's not about hatred. It's about humanity. I just got a notification that said, "Do you recognize any of Idaho's 11 most wanted?" Now, mind you, I've heard conversations about just about everything. At the local Starbucks, depending on which one. Now, I know that some people that work, everybody is more appropriate when some people are working, and a lot less appropriate with others. Now, when a man is telling you about abuse and he needs help stopping it, he doesn't need you playing 20 questions. See, men are very efficient with information. We're used to passing information quickly at work. Our jobs require us to not bring our drama to work with us every day. Not every man gets a job like that. And there are some women who get jobs like that. They don't want to gossip and bullshit all fucking day. They want to go there, get the job done, and go home. Now, there's a predator named Andrew Wolnez. And for the last few nights, last couple of nights, I guess, there's people that, primarily women, by the way, doing what many of these women did, going all the way back to Sarah Bacon and Candace Bondurant. Wanted to say if anybody did anything, they were going to assault them, they'd hit them, they'd hurt them. This has been everyone's solution. I don't need them to do that. I need them to listen, to understand, and help me to turn it in. Swamp Army, please stop typing over and over and over again the same thing. I'm just going to block you. Fuck it. You turned into a troll real quick. This isn't a goddamn entertainment channel. I'm a victim of long-term fucking abuse, trying to get actual fucking help. Nobody should have to do this on the fucking internet. Nobody should have to do this on fucking YouTube. Nobody should be forced to do this on fucking YouTube. I shouldn't have been forced to try to get help on fucking Facebook either. But I was cut off from my friends and family. I was socially isolated because of physical assaults over goddamn rumors. Repeatedly. And when I tried to get help, nobody would even listen. They wanted to talk over me, tell me what to do, what to think, what to feel. Really? How can you tell me what to feel about something you're not listening to? Let me show you what it's like. What it's like for a man. When you've got a woman who pretends like you might stalk her. Okay? This is for Krista at the Starbucks. Very specifically. Krista, do you know what fucking stalkers do? They follow you, antagonize you, slander your name to everyone, assault you, and then play fucking victim. So we're not going to go to the videos where people are throwing eggs, toilet paper, tampons, pumpkins in my vehicle. No, we're going to go to the very first goddamn interaction with Andrew fucking Wolnez, with him being a douchebag. What was I there to do? Was I there to start shit? Was I there to murder somebody? Was I there to molest children? No, I was there to turn in some fucking cans so I'd have some goddamn money. When you harm a man till he has a mental fucking breakdown, then you play like you're a poor innocent victim. Oh, poor you. He's mentally unstable. Well, stop fucking with him. Jesus Christ. Don't tell me about your fucking Jesus. Jesus goddamn Christ. Ask him. I went over to turn in my cans. I can't run away from this dude. It's not physically possible for me to run away. I cannot run away from the man. I cannot physically defend myself. And this guy wants to stalk me from this day forward to multiple locations. Nobody fucking cares. And threatening over something to do with some kids. You'll just have to ask him. Poor guy. See, talking trash. All these little druggies out here do this.
Yeah, just talk to your fucking
Ain't no
mom.
different.
You're fucking lucky, dude. You're fucking lucky.
I am not lucky. I'm stuck with people like you, junkies like you.
I'm not a junkie. I don't do drugs.
Get out of my face. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
Don't ever call me a fucking drug.
Oh, see, there's the thing. He wanted to make all sorts of accusations.
I don't do drugs.
You can talk about me doing blues. I don't touch that shit.
I've seen
Now
you.
back off of me. Lying sack shit. Do not. Back off of me. Back off.
Fuck you.
Back off.
You.
Back off. Fucking druggy piece of shit.
That's what you do?
Fucking druggy piece of shit.
Oh, you're fucking...
Jesus goddamn Christ. Now see there, what am I doing? I am maintaining a safe distance, but I am letting him know vocally and matching him vocally so that he knows it's not just going to be an easy fucking takedown. I can take a lot of fucking punishment. And you're going to get to see that through all of the abuse and all the assaults from this fucking stalker. You're going to see I never stop talking shit. What happens when you back down? They get to pretend that they're right. And they get to treat you like a bitch. And you are the one who's expected to move. You're the one who's expected to be the adult. And even when you do that, they fucking follow you. And no, some chick at Starbucks didn't say I was stalking her. That's not what this is about. I'll play what it is about in just a minute, though. I just kept standing my ground. Now, this is literally one of thousands of videos of me standing my ground. People are fucking mean out here. We don't live in Trump's fucking la-la land. There's men on my channel trying to purchase illegal firearms, bragging about having firearms. Like, I record a lot of shit.
This guy needs to fucking go.
Now, see, he's been trying to enlist this guy who's next to him. Fucking talking shit about me, right? Making false claims. Now, the only thing that was even partially true was I writing about some kids. Well, I was actually recording crimes committed by some youth. Yeah, that's right. I've got crimes recorded of youth in this town committing hate crimes against the homeless and against minorities, being anti-Semitic, anti-black, anti-Hispanic. And I try to get away from him. I try to primarily address my phone. He's just going off.
Could you get someone to the bottle room, please?
Now, of course, this is the life that I get to deal with. People wanting to be bullies, people wanting to threaten, people wanting to harass, and me having to be the gentleman. He's still going off in the background, still yelling, still going off, and this lasts for about 10 minutes, just so you know.
Fighting out here.
Ain't no fighting. I stepped away. Now, that lady's name is Crystal. As soon as I saw somebody professional, which is Crystal, that's where I went. I wasn't there to have any problems. There wasn't no beef. This motherfucker was looking for excuses to harm people. And them little shitheads being racist assholes, throwing shit at my vehicle, yelling racial slurs at me. I let people know what's going on. I let them know about abuse. Wasn't no beef between him and I before he started shit for no goddamn reason. Now, we can go all the way back to where the shit with them racist little shitheads started too. Matter of fact, we can go all the way back to the situation with Christian Alexander Sparrow, sorry. He's dead now, by the way. I saw somebody professional looking. I don't mind waiting over here until he's done with his turn. All right, we got a bunch of people rapid firing stuff and typing questions. How about just stop, okay? What you're doing is rude, it's inconsiderate, it's dismissive, and I am in a state of crisis. The more interruptions that you have, those interruptions, each and every one, derails the train, makes me stop what I am doing because you guys want attention. I can't stop and give you attention every time you want it. Please understand this. I'm not trying to be an asshole to you. I am trying to get help stopping abuse. Now, one fucking question at a goddamn time. And please, just let me do what it is that I'm trying to do. Do you understand how inappropriate it is that every single person that I went to for help has forced me to go to the internet instead? That's inappropriate. What's inappropriate is when you try to get help, turning in crimes that are committed against you, and all anybody wants to do is talk about fucking hurting people. Then I get to hear about how violent men are, while most of these people are women. Nearly every woman only has violent solutions. Or they say, I don't know how to help. Now in reality, how many of these women are really hitting people that often? And how many of them are going to go to a man and try to convince him to do it? Now, I don't hate any of y'all. But the important thing here is that I cannot function as a human being. Every single moment that I am stuck in public, I have to record because people target me often because I am stuck in public. I obviously don't hate any of you. Now let me get some of the important stuff here. You know, if a man is stalked and then all of a sudden a woman has a stalker and she wants to talk about her stalker and she has this stalker, all of a sudden, you know, that's, she wants to have a stalker. Sean's got a stalker and he's able to get some special treatment sort of here at the Safeway, and I still do. That's when she started talking about her stalker. The coworker stalker, not the other stalker. So for like 3 days I got to hear that. I'm like, you know, if he's actually stalking you, you need to turn it in. When you go running around claiming that somebody's doing stuff, this is what you result with. This is what you end up with. I'm obviously a disabled person. I get disability money, $822 a month. He's just gonna keep running his mouth though. See, that's the point here. I don't choose for people to bully, but I certainly choose to stand up to them. That was a good catch earlier, by the way. Now, of course, I could go over there and start trouble with him. I could even try threatening him like he was doing. But the thing is, avoiding druggies was nearly impossible. You just can't do it. So what I do? He's still out there fucking bitching and screaming and whining and acting like a fucking 5-year-old. Oh yeah, and then he stays acting like that, keeps screaming at me from across the street that he's gonna break my phone. I'm gonna break that fucking thing. Oh, no. After you fucking done shit like that, I have to record for my safety. Now in this very same recording, like it's, 14 or 15 minutes later, I'm finally, let's see, what was it, 14:21? Yeah, I'm finally going back over to try to exchange my cans. Little bitch over there wants to accuse me of fucking with his drugs. What a little bitch. What did I do? Just to be an asshole? I stood up to him. And was it just to be an asshole? No, it wasn't. Same reason I stand up to the rest of you fucking punk asses. Because I'm a nice guy. And mind you, while he was doing all of that yelling, because, see, through about 10 minutes of this, well, probably 6 or 7 minutes of this, I got to hear him making all sorts of accusations, all sorts of them, calling me a pedophile, calling me all sorts of whatever. Make sure that we keep the guy recorded in case he tries anything again. And here he was. He started marching real quick and staring at me. Same recording. Threats. You do not get to try to assault me. You do not get to try to assault me. By the way, he keeps hitting my phone and hitting me through this. There he is. So I lose a whole minute of it, and this guy's running off. The thing is that people look for trouble. Now, I didn't go looking for trouble. He went looking for trouble and just wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. No, this man has shown himself to be an absolute predator. There is no help for him if you just let him go repeatedly. All he's going to do is continue to harm people. Let me see. Where's the next one? I believe the next one with him, same day, is, let me see. I believe it's called Andrew Wolnez. Show us on this Pegasus where the bad Sean touched you. You're gonna accuse me of being a pedophile. Right? Go ahead. You made some accusations, son. I expect you to back your shit up. Now, of course, he wanted to call me a pedophile, among other things. You're going to get to see in this video that he doesn't like equality very much. That he thinks it's okay to threaten me and to make any accusation he wants, and it makes it okay for him to bully and harass me. Especially when he was trying to get violent. It's unfortunate that you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Nope. September 21st. Now, this guy is only one of literally hundreds of predators that I've had to deal with in real life, and thousands online. Let's fast forward it to, let's see, 7/12 maybe. That's a predator.
You call me a fucking predator?
That's
You
right,
fucking
he's
punk?
beating on my
Who's this predator
vehicle.
over here beating on my vehicle? Don't get...
There he goes, hitting my phone.
You call me a predator? You are a predator. You call me a predator? You're being predatory towards me. Fucking 6 kids, predatory towards me. 2 daughters. You are predatory towards me. Fuck you, motherfucker. Back off. Do not touch me. You're fucking lucky I don't beat your fucking ass. Back off. Get out of the fucking car and fucking back off, Chimo. Fuck you, back off. You call me a Chimo. You're fucking lucky. Do not threaten. You're wanted for murder. Back off. Lying. Yeah, you are. Lying sack of shit. You're wanted for murder. Lying sack of shit. You fucking dumbass! Get the fuck out of here! Oh, in Colorado, look it up! Get the fuck out of here! Dumb cunt! Now what happens if I'm nice and calm and all collective about it? Well, that actually increases his chances of getting violent. Because that gives him the impression that I'm too afraid to speak up for myself and to stand up for myself. Now you notice, no matter how much he hit me, no matter how much he threatened me, no matter how much he yelled at me, no matter how much he tried enlisting others, I did not back down on that because I grew up in the system and I'm not fucking retarded. You liking this, Alicia Michelle Bollinger? That's right. There's a whole bunch of this. Did he like being called a pedophile back? What did he want to do? He wanted to run around screaming and shouting like a fucking idiot and lying about me, trying to accuse me of being a pedophile. Well, show us on this Pegasus where the bad Sean touched you, Andrew. Yep, a whole shit ton of them. Dude just kept doing it. Matter of fact, there's a video on my channel, and I'm just fast forward to that because it shows just part of the sheer quantity of this bullshit. Just a small part of it. The problem is that none of this has been handled appropriate. Nobody through any of this has tried handling it as an adult should, with the exception of myself. Now, how dare a man be angry? Well, a man should be allowed to be angry. You notice he's got Predator Andrew Wolnez all over them. Over and over and over. This one right here. Share. Copy link. Me repeatedly. The first assault from him happened at Safeway, the can machine. Now that's not the first assault against me in a Safeway parking lot here and tell me repeatedly. The first assault from him happened at Safeway, the can machine. Now that's not the first assault against me in a Safeway parking lot here in Tillamook. It's not even the first assault in the parking lot, because, you know, the first person I saw victimized in that parking lot was a 14-year-old girl assaulted by Officer Mike Reed. Smoke crack. Maybe you smoke it every day. It doesn't matter. What matters is, if I choose to call you a crackhead, or choose to believe that you're a crackhead or project onto you that you're a crackhead. Maybe you are a crackhead, but that's not all that you are. There's still a human being there. Just a lot of people are having a real hard time seeing it because they're not willing to look, and that's gets you stuck in that funk.
You do not have the right to assault people, to harass people, or to destroy their things.
I don't mess with them. Tillamook, and then you fucking say.
And there he goes.
All right, here we go.
See? I was talking about the situation, and he wanted to ride by as close to my car as fucking possible and start talking shit. When he's the one being predatory. And then he come back to do it.
There's wolnez right there.
Make sure I record it. Prove it happened. He rode by my vehicle, talked some shit. His way of looking for trouble. Well, this is the last assault.
Nobody at that goddamn church, especially Eileen, is gonna do a damn thing. Get that fucking thing out of my face.
Now, this is the 7th time that he did this shit.
Wolnez, stop. That fucking thing on top. It is not okay to assault people, punk. Fuck you. You're a bitch. I hope you look that quick with your shirt.
Now, why does he keep assaulting me? Because I never assault him back. I can't. I mean, I am certainly capable of some dirty tricks, but I don't want to hurt anybody. Now, in this video here, it actually shows the situations from where it started, a few more in between, and some commentary on them. Come on, why won't you play?
I don't choose for people to bully, but I certainly choose to stand up to them. That was a good catch earlier, by the way. Now, of course, I could go over there and start trouble.
Huh? You accused me of being a pedophile. Where's your proof? Where's this supposed victim? You wanted to claim I'm wanted for murder. Show me your proof. Where's this supposed victim? See, that's the thing. Dinner at Seventh-day Adventist Church, hoping I don't get messed with. Usually it's okay. Tillamook, Oregon, September 27th. By the way, there was also an assault on the 23rd. Now, this assault here starts at about 27 minutes in. 26:54 will start it. At this point, I'm in my car. I've seen wolnez. He went to the Seventh-day Adventist, or no, not the Seventh-day Adventist. This is, Seventh-day Adventist Church. This is the one where it's at 30-something minutes that he does that shit. That ended up being the wrong video. And I think this is the part where I realized it. That's not all. See, this punk who wanted to accuse me of being a pedophile, accused me of being a murderer, accused me of a lot of different shit, and assault me repeatedly over this bullshit. Over and over and over and over. Not that it matters, nobody cares. Now there's also the situation with Ryan. Maybe I fast-forwarded it too much. Up meth addict here. And she's done a lot of fucked up shit to me as well. But she's pretty fucked up in the head, and I don't hate her.
Yeah, well, you tried to threaten him too, apparently. That's fucked up
meth addict here.
Come on.
And she's done a lot of fucked up shit. She'll point the phone at him.
Oh, that guy right there. See, now that's the thing.
Yeah, I was ignoring him, minding my
Started
business.
shit.
Stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to
You get to see him swinging at me and swinging at my phone, and he misses me a bunch.
Do not hit my stuff. Do not.
But he hit my phone a lot.
Stop.
There he tried to hit me again. Missed me entirely.
Yeah, dude.
But he kept on hitting my phone over and over and over again.
Yeah, I know you don't want to fucking be recorded being a piece of shit. So just don't be a piece of shit. That's a fucking solution. Now, the most horrible thing is how many women, especially young women, that I know who are all have stalkers. When literally none of them are being stalked. There's a guy who's not good looking who talks to her fucking nice sometimes. The situation with Wolnez is he wanted to just keep on assaulting me. See, is this the next one?
Too bright. Am I able to defend myself against him? But you
Come on, why can't I find them? Maybe this one?
Now here's one of the vehicles of the youth that have been harassing me. ZVF 568 for pickup, throwing eggs, toilet paper, insults, granola bars. Yep. Over and over they did this shit. I can show you the stuff with Christian too. With him threatening some in this town. All fucked up on drugs. When Natalie was fucking embarrassed, what did she do? She pretended I stalked her. She wasn't scared, well, not of me anyway. She was scared of consequences. She was scared of what people might think. And it weren't no sweat off of her back to destroy another man's life. And have no fucking qualms about it. Now, what is appropriate subject matter at Starbucks, or any public place for that matter? Now, when somebody has to turn in horrible or heinous crimes, is that something that you want to hear in public? The answer is no. Then why would you want to force somebody like me to do so in public? It don't seem to make much sense when you put it that way, does it? Now, when I say that women do things that are highly inappropriate these days, I do truly mean it. These things are inappropriate. Even saying it passingly or jokingly. Yeah, there's lots of people who aren't going to take it jokingly. And your stupidity, or your wanting some temporary attention, might get somebody hurt or killed by some fucking nut job like Wolnez. Now, literally every single woman that I have shown this to has downplayed it. And most of them want to talk about hurting people. What was Jennifer talking about doing last night on my channel? Hurting him? She was even wanting to threaten him. I don't want him threatened. I don't want people threatening harm against him. Then again, I mean, he is actually being predatory. This is the thing that sucks. I'm told, hey, why don't you turn it into the cops? Because the cops aren't going to listen to me if I go in alone. And everybody I go to try to get help from, their solutions are to get violent. All of them. Especially the women. Especially the women. You got to hear Jennifer last night. A lot of hate. She says, I'm not going to let people hurt you. And I'm thankful for that. But I don't want these people hurt either. I don't want them threatened. Am I well aware that he was probably going to get threatened if somebody believed? Well, I actually don't care. See, when you bear false witness and pretend like you saw me do things I didn't do, at that point, you've made your fucking bed. I admitted to what I seen and what I didn't, because I recorded it. God damn, I recorded it. By the way, in that video, it's 56:05, 56 minutes and 5 seconds long. It's got 7 different altercations with Wolnez. It shows the times and the dates. That shit's not okay. Does he care if it's at church? How many of these God-fearing people, supposedly, have committed sins on church grounds? Well, I was forced into homelessness because I was born with a penis. It happens. Now, I know that's oversimplifying it. But yeah, men must be guilty because penis. What's it really like? Now, of course, we got people who want to get on here, who want me to type this, type that, post up this, post up that. Let's read all this shit. One person types, so why y'all beef when y'all know one another? No, we didn't. You showed up in the parking lot down there to flirt with some homeless girls. Sorry. Some, not homeless girls. Some, well, I don't know if they're underage or not. I didn't ask those girls their age. I wasn't there to talk to children. I was there to talk to the people who were supposedly adults. Kevin Burger King type, show us the hate crimes. And, hey man, your car run. I got oops too, bro. I know how it goes. I am a cop. I can help. And then he typed, bitches be crazy. See, this is inappropriate. It's inappropriate that I have to come to YouTube like this. You don't know what it's really like to have stalkers. Krista showed she didn't give a shit about me as a human being when she literally blew me off no matter what happened. And then, of course, then she's got a stalker. Well, I feel bad for her supposed stalker. I really do. Because I don't think he was. Now, I'm fairly certain that she had talked about the customer stalker once. And I was saying, you know, when she was saying the dude was a stalker, it was Eric, they're like, are you sure it wasn't the other Eric? I'm sure it wasn't the other Eric, because I didn't know his name was Eric until today. I only knew that that was Krista's stalker because she'd pointed him out one day. Now, of course, I may have gotten things wrong. Isn't that what you all want to hear me say? But then again, do you guys say that? Do you admit when you absolutely got something wrong? No, because you already know you got it wrong. Because you outright lied. It's not that you got it wrong, it's that you know you outright lied. And that's the problem with a lot of these people that I busted lying. Is that they all throw tantrums and play victim. Once you start playing victim, that's it. Especially as a woman. No, I'm not going to stick around and be friends with, or be friendly even with, a woman who plays victim. No. Get the fuck out of town. Right? Do I mean that figuratively or literally? Well, only figuratively. I really don't think people should have to be moving out of town. It's just a figure of speech. But you get to see the way that it's used. To me, people literally driving by and screaming, "Get the fuck out of town, you better move." But nobody cares. I have to beg them to care. Please take the time to fucking listen one-on-one. Take the time to understand. Instead of telling me that there's no possible way that it can be done, instead of telling me that, tell the fucking courts. Tell DHS. Don't make me do this shit alone. The fact that you make me do it alone shows that you have bias against men as well. That you are absolutely, in fact and indeed, a sexist, not a feminist. Feminists want equality. Sexists want to punish anything with a penis. Which are you? Women in America have been so pampered for so long that they have to try to use things that happened hundreds of years ago to try to win an argument over something that happened yesterday. Well, that doesn't sound very trustworthy. Now again, what am I going to do here at this point? I'm going to point out that it's not just women. When it comes to sexism against men, a woman does not stalk a man solo. Not generally, anyway. Now, you've got two different types of female stalkers. You've got the shy female stalker. Probably doesn't have many, if any, friends. And yes, she'll stalk you solo. She might tell a couple of her friends at school that are sort of friends that she hangs out with, that she might think you're cute. Maybe. But probably not. She's probably going to internalize it. She might make sure she walks by your house a few times Or, of course, on her way home from school, she might walk a couple extra blocks out of her way just so she can walk by your house. She might even take a few pictures of you walking down the street so she can sit there and look at them when she's daydreaming. Kind of like a lot of guys do with Cabela's catalog. It only takes one person playing victim for me to not feel comfortable somewhere. Jaden Oliverson type, usually my technique. Alright, I don't know what that last part was supposed to mean. Anyway, with the 7 different situations with Wolnez just repeatedly antagonizing me. If I'd have had somebody to help me to turn it in, things might work out. But the thing is, I can't function to do most of the things I need to do because I have to keep on recording. I'm not talking to you because I want to talk to you nonstop. I'm trying to fill the fucking time when I can't listen to fucking music. I can't listen to music because if YouTube know that I'm listening to YouTube music, I'll get a goddamn copyright strike. Right? Then how difficult is it to access that evidence? It's very difficult. Someone calling themselves Reese Carroll is about to get blocked from my channel. Don't type retarded shit. Don't be antagonistic. Don't play fucking stupid. Just leave. Be respectful. I get very disrespectful very quick. I'm a very respectful person in real life. Jaden Oliverson, this ain't your 20 questions moment. If I got a film on YouTube for my safety, we're going to talk about why it is that I am unsafe. It doesn't matter how old I am. Your questions don't matter. The victim's story is what matters. Your opinions don't matter. Your suggestions don't even matter. Because there's only one thing that will help. A friend or family member who gives a shit. If they give a shit, they will show they give a shit by making time immediately. Not 10 years from now. If you can't drop what you're doing immediately to stop someone who's being abused, then do so at your nearest fucking availability. Well, and it's a man, that's not what they get, is it? It's you just need to man up. Now, obviously, between Krista's stalker and my stalkers, mine are a lot more fucking dangerous. Now, did I go after the dude who's a manager today when she was claiming she was being stalked by him? No, I asked her what was up. Jaden Oliverson type, I don't care, don't fucking likes you. Okay, cool. Hide user on this channel. That was easy. And of course, we'll do the same with Reese Carroll. Hide user on this channel. And blam. It's the easiest goddamn thing in the world to get rid of people on the internet, ain't it? To block them on the internet. It is. But is there a block button for Andrew Wolnez? Is there a block button for Robert Franklin Warnick? And when you try explaining to a woman that the reason that men don't go to the cops is because they don't fucking listen, especially if we're broke, especially if we're homeless. Yeah, I do my best to hold it together in public, but holy hell, listening to white girls bitch about white girl shit. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm pissed off about the right shit. If you don't care, don't be here. I have to record every second that I'm stuck in public. Because as long as I am stuck in public, I am subject to abuse. Anytime I have to go to a government agency or a hospital, I'm homeless. I'm going to be abused. You pretend I'm a bad person because I get angry and speak up on my YouTube channel. How dare I? Well, nobody in real life has stopped to take time to listen, have they? Instead, it becomes grilling me and playing 20 fucking questions. Then we're off topic. And then you end up being dickheads. Well, how about we just completely ignore all of you fuckheads because this channel isn't about you. It's about getting help stopping ongoing and frequent abuse. It's about the fact that I can't go to the cops alone because of slander and abuse. If you want to make retarded suggestions like don't record, well, excuse me, says I have been arrested based on other people lying outright with zero goddamn evidence. But I'm told they won't even look at my evidence. What I am for is assisted termination of life. Especially for me. See, none of you are bothering with actually taking the time to understand that I want my life to end every moment of every day. Every single moment of every single day. Because I have to get on fucking YouTube instead of going to see my fucking friends. Because I have to get on YouTube and waste a bunch of fucking resources running around doing what everybody tells me to do. Because if not, I'm not trying, right? It doesn't matter if I do it or not. You're never going to acknowledge it. I do my best to hold it together in public. While the American public shows that they're not worth a fuck. They're not good people. When you're being fucking harmed, you don't have good people. If you don't have someone you can call when you're being harmed who's going to be actually fucking supportive. Not a goddamn one of you is fucking supportive. Pretty words are not being supportive. Saying I'm fucking sorry is not supportive. Unsolicited advice is not supportive. Now, I'm not going to be able to feel safe going to Safeway. It sucks. But I already don't feel safe going to Safeway. I already know that if I'm assaulted there, they're going to give me bad advice. There's just too much. Like, hey, between making me fucking record it and, I don't know, turning it in right away. Why don't you try being a decent fucking person? I don't need a goddamn sandwich. Don't feed me and pretend that makes it okay to abuse me, and neglect is abuse. All of you women would expect everyone to drop everything right away. All of you, when you don't get your way, or when somebody dares to stand up to you, you will gang up on him and destroy his life, destroy any sense of safety that he has. No, you do not have the right to safety in your work environment. Nobody does. No customer has the right to safety in that work environment either. No matter how much you make that claim. I don't have a friend or fucking family member to help me with this. And I'm not a woman. And that makes it okay. I'm not a Chad, so no woman's going to take her time to give a shit. I'll get a few poor yous and here's a sandwich. Here's a sandwich. I say I don't need a sandwich. I don't need a sandwich. It's a waste of money to buy me a fucking sandwich. If I'm hungry, I'll get food. I'll find a way to get food. I need a friend or family member there so the cops aren't sarcastic and bullying to me, okay? I need a friend or family member to help me to turn in all of these crimes. I'm tired of being fucking victimized. I'm tired of it. People don't like being told on. I get that. Well, if you don't do fucked up shit, you won't get told on. What's the difference between a good person and an employee? An employee sees you being assaulted 2 inches off the property and says, I can't do nothing. It was off our property. A good person goes, somebody's being victimized in my community. That makes us all unsafe. It's also wrong. I should probably do something about it. I explained to all these people, I can't do this alone. Please, will you make some time to find out what the fuck is going on? Not play 20 questions, but just listen to fucking understand. But none of you are capable. I'm tired of begging people to give a shit. Going to a woman for help will push you to fucking suicide. Here's a fucking sandwich. And what do these women's suggestions end up being nearly every time? Assaulting people, or stabbing people, or shooting people. Oh, holy Christ. None of these women will stop to recognize how much worse all men have it than you do. Not to mention after you've destroyed our names with slander. And we have literally never been allowed to defend ourselves because we're fucking disabled. Why the fuck did people pick me to target and to fucking harm? Because I'm easy to do it too. I am fucking easy to victimize because no one cares. Yeah, fuck this goddamn country. I can't fucking organize this shit stuck in fucking public. I can't function stuck in fucking public. I can't do any of this shit from being stuck in goddamn public, waiting on the next goddamn wolnez to show up and harm me repeatedly. Now, it's unfortunate. That does cut me off from a whole lot of people who are nice to me. a whole lot of people whose company I do enjoy. But I can't risk being victimized for trying to get help or for following instructions. And as far as any subject being taboo, no, ain't no subject taboo. There are some people who might be slightly offended by curse words, but since I've heard all of the people there curse on duty, I doubt that's it. I record for my safety, not for your personal fucking drama. I need help stopping abuse. This abuse is happening to me because I'm a male. It is repeatedly happening to me because I am a homeless, disabled male with no actual friends or family. No one cares.